Maybe this sounds familiar. You're in bed, the house is quiet, and your thoughts won't stop. They talk over you. They replay old scenes. They make up scary futures. It feels like your mind has its own steering wheel. The Buddha has a simple warning for nights like this. Rule your mind or will rule you. I'm not here to fight your thoughts. I'm here to sit beside you quietly and show you a softer way to hold them, so they stop holding you. Tonight, we'll practice tiny steps that anyone can do. No special gear, no perfect pose, just breath, a little space, and a gentler voice inside that says, maybe it's okay. If this kind of calm is something you've been looking for, stay with me. And if you want more videos like this, you can subscribe. No pressure, just a simple way to keep a little peace close by. Let's start with something easy. Imagine your mind like the open sky. Thoughts are clouds. Some are light and friendly. Some are heavy and dark. But clouds don't stay in the sky. They pass. Your thoughts can do that too. You don't have to chase them. You don't have to fight them. You can let them float. Maybe they move slower than you like. It's okay. The sky is patient. You can be, too. Take a slow breath in. Don't make it perfect. Let it be a normal breath, the kind you forget you're taking all day long. Feel the air slip in. Feel it slip out. If a thought pops up, did I say the wrong thing? What about tomorrow? Notice it like you'd notice a bird flying by. You don't need to grab it. You don't need to name it. You can watch it pass. If it sticks, that's okay. Say to yourself, softly, maybe I don't need to fix this right now. Then come back to the breath. People ask, but how do I stop the thoughts? You don't. You stop serving them. You stop feeding them with more stories. A sweet Zen image says, leave the front door and back door open. Let thoughts come and go. Just don't serve them tea. That's the heart of this practice. Kind, light, steady. Not strict. Not harsh. Just a little less attention to the noise and a little more attention to breath, the body, the moment. If sitting still feels hard, here's a softer entry. Place one hand on your chest, one on your belly. Breathe like you're trying to soothe a child to sleep. Slow, gentle. Let the belly rise and fall. If a memory bites, if a voice inside pushes, you don't have to push back. Whisper. It's okay to feel this. It's okay to let it pass. No fight, no force, just patience. The body hears this tenderness. The nervous system loosens its grip. You'll feel it, maybe not right away, but soon enough. Another friendly way to begin is to give your attention a home. Pick one small thing. The breath, a word like peace, a soft stare to candle flame. When your mind jumps, because it will guide it back like you guide a puppy with a biscuit. No yelling, no shame. Back to the breath. Back to peace. Back to the little light. You are not failing when your mind wanders. You are training when you bring it back. Every gentle return is a small victory your brain remembers. Let me tell you about Ben. He's a nurse who told me his brain felt like a humming engine after every shift. He tried not thinking, and of course that didn't work. So he started tiny. 2 minutes before bed, he sat, looked at the flame of a small tea candle, breathed in for a count of 4, out for a count of 6. When a chart or a patient's face rushed in, he said, maybe later, and came back to the light. After a week, the engine got quieter. After a month, he didn't need the candle. He told me, I didn't learn how to stop thoughts. I learned how to stop chasing them. That's the shift we're after. There's another gentle truth I want you to hold. Everything changes. Even the loudest thought, even the sharpest worry. Impermanent sounds like a big word, but it's simple. Storms pass. Cravings pass. Fear passes. When anxiety rises, you can say, this won't last. And when a sweet moment comes, warm coffee, morning light, you can say, this won't last either, and enjoy it more fully because you're not clinging, you're not rushing, you're here. Maybe this is enough right now. Some nights it helps to move. Walk slowly from one end of your room to the other. Bare feet if you can. Feel the floor, hold you up. Heel, toes lift, place. Bring your mind down from the head into the body. If a loop starts, old mistakes, future what-ifs, notice it, and return to the warm floor. A few quiet lengths across the room can settle things the way a mother settles a child, not by fixing, but by holding. And yes, sitting is still welcome. You don't need a lotus pose. A chair is fine. A couch is fine. Put your feet on the ground. Sit tall but soft, like a tree that bends with the breeze. Hands on your lap. Eyes open or closed, whatever feels safe. If thoughts show up, and they will, let them float by. If one sticks like gum on your shoe, try this. Picture a small stream in the woods. Place the thought on a leaf. Watch it drift away. Another shows up, another leaf. You don't have to throw them. The water carries what it can. The rest will loosen in time. It's okay. There's a sweetness in quiet. Silence isn't empty. It's full of things we usually miss. The hum of the night, the touch of your shirt on your shoulder, your own heartbeat. If you can, try a few minutes of no extra noise each day. No TV, no music, no phone. Eat one meal in silence. Drive once a week without the radio. Walk without the podcast. It's not a rule, it's a gift. You'll start to hear life again. And in that hearing, your mind gets softer edges. Sometimes kindness is the medicine your mind needs most. You can practice it like this. Place a hand over your heart, breathe, and say, may I be gentle with myself. May I feel safe. May I find some ease tonight. If someone you love is struggling, picture them and say, may you be gentle with yourself. May you feel safe. May you find some ease tonight. We think this is just words, but the heart listens. The edges of hard thoughts melt a little when we add warmth. Journaling can help, too. Not a novel, just a page. Write the loudest thoughts as they are. No editing. I'm scared about money. I'm mad about what she said. I don't know what to do. Get them out of your head and onto paper. Then write one small thing you're grateful for today. Not to force happiness. Just to remind your mind there is more here than the problem. A chair that holds you. A friend who texted. A sunset you caught by accident. Small gratitude is like light under the door. It doesn't solve the night, but it helps you see your way. If you like little rituals, make tea and turn it into a simple ceremony. Rinse the cup, smell the leaves, watch the steam. Feel the warmth move into your hands. Take a slow sip and follow it down. For a minute or two, do nothing else. Give all of your attention to this very ordinary, very holy cup. When you do, thoughts quiet on their own, not because you forced them, but because you gave your mind something gentle and complete to rest on. There's a myth that peace means no thoughts. That's not true. Peace is a new relationship with thoughts. You still have them. They just don't boss you around. They come, you nod, and you choose where your attention goes. If tonight your mind is loud, that does not mean you failed. It means you are human. Maybe you need more rest. Maybe you need a slow walk. Maybe you need to cry. It's okay. Nothing in you is broken. You're learning to steer. If this practice meets you where you are, You can make it a daily thing. 2 minutes in the morning. Breathe, notice, come back. 2 minutes at lunch. A quiet bite without your phone. 2 minutes at night. A slow cup of tea, a soft hand on your heart. 3 lines in a notebook. Tiny stitches, day after day. A calmer mind is sewn, not glued. And if you want company on this path, you can subscribe. I'll keep showing up with small practices, soft reminders, and simple ways to bring your mind back home. No spam, no shouting, just a friend in your headphones saying, maybe it's okay. Let's breathe. If you found a moment of ease here, share this with someone you care about. Tell me in the comments what helps you when your mind gets loud. Your story might be the hand someone else needs to hold tonight. Before we close, return to the sky. See it above you, bright and open. See your thoughts as clouds again. Some big, some thin, all moving. You don't need to clear the sky to feel peace. You only need to remember what you are, the wide, kind space that holds everything lightly. Breathe in, breathe out. Let the next cloud pass. And when the next one comes, let that one pass, too. You are learning. You are healing. You are, little by little, taking the wheel back with gentleness, not force. And that, friend, is more than enough for tonight. Sometimes the hardest thing isn't the thought itself. It's the fight we have with it. We try to push it away, argue with it, fix it. But maybe peace isn't about control at all. Maybe it's about sitting down right in the middle of the storm and realizing it can't actually hurt you. Thoughts are like waves. They crash, but they also retreat. The problem is we keep chasing the next one before the last one has even rolled back. Let's pause for a second. Take a deep breath, not a perfect one, just a real one. Feel the air move in, move out. That's the one constant in your day that's always here. The breath doesn't judge you. It doesn't rush you. It just stays. If you can anchor yourself to that rhythm, you'll start to notice something. Your thoughts may swirl, but there's a quiet space underneath them. That's where you really live. When I first learned this practice, I thought mindfulness meant clearing the mind. So I'd sit there frustrated because thoughts kept coming, like an endless to-do list in my head. But one evening, an old teacher told me something simple. You can't stop the waves, but you can learn to surf. That night, I stopped trying to be silent. I started listening. And you know what? The noise softened on its own. So maybe tonight, instead of forcing silence, you can welcome it. Sit in your chair, hands loose, eyes soft. When a thought shows up about your bills, your health, something you said 10 years ago, smile at it. Say, hey there, I see you. And let it pass. The more you practice, the more you realize you are not your thoughts. You're the space that holds them. Let me tell you about a man named Robert. He's 72, a retired teacher, kind soul. He told me his brain used to run marathons. At 3 a.m., old regrets, worries about his kids, replaying mistakes. I suggested he try a walking meditation. Every morning before coffee, he'd step outside and walk slowly down his driveway. 10 steps down, 10 steps back. At first, his mind still raced, but then something small shifted. He said, one morning, I realized my feet were calmer than my head, so I started listening to my feet instead. That was it, the beginning of peace. You see, when you give attention to the body, the rhythm of walking, the feeling of the ground, your thoughts lose their power. They stop being the boss. They become background noise. You start to live here again, in the breath, in the step, in the now. And that's all meditation really is, remembering where you are, Maybe you've heard of Zazen, the Zen practice of simply sitting. No goal, no mantra, no pressure to feel peaceful. Just sitting, breathing, being. It sounds simple, but it's one of the most honest things you can do. Because in that stillness, all the parts of you, the anxious ones, the tired ones, the hopeful ones, get to sit together. You stop running from yourself. You meet yourself. And somehow that meeting is enough. Here's the secret most people miss. You don't have to earn stillness. You already have it. It's right beneath the noise. You can touch it for a second, then lose it, then touch it again. That's fine. Every return is a victory. Every breath is a doorway back home. And maybe while you're sitting there, you'll start to notice something new. A little space between the thoughts. A small, soft silence. That silence isn't empty. It's you. It's your mind when it's not busy being scared or busy being perfect. That silence is who you were before the world got so loud. So tonight, when your thoughts start to climb the walls, try whispering. It's okay. I don't need to fix you. Then take another breath. And another. Let the mind do its thing. You don't have to join every thought that passes by. Some are just visiting. You can let them go. If this moment feels peaceful, or even just a little softer than before, that's enough. You're doing the work. Quietly. Gently. No one else can see it. But it's real. And if you like to keep practicing this kind of quiet together, you can subscribe. Because we're building a little corner of calm on this channel. A place where it's safe to breathe, to pause, and to remember that peace isn't somewhere out there. It's right here, waiting for you to stop chasing and simply sit. So take one more breath. Feel it travel through you. Let the shoulders drop, the jaw loosen. The storm can keep spinning if it wants. You don't need to stop it. You just need to stay still long enough to remember, you were never the storm. You were always the sky. Maybe right now your thoughts are loud again. That's okay. It doesn't mean you lost progress. It just means you're alive. The mind is a storyteller. It loves to talk. Sometimes it tells kind stories, sometimes cruel ones. You can't always choose a story, but you can choose how long you listen. That's where practice begins. In the quiet decision not to believe everything your mind says. Try this with me. Sit somewhere comfortable. Your couch, a park bench, even the edge of your bed. Let your shoulders drop. Feel the air brush your skin. You don't have to do anything fancy. Just notice what's already happening. The hum of the fridge. The wind outside, your own heartbeat. That's the present moment saying, hey, I'm still here. Every time you notice it, you steal a little power back from the noise. I remember meeting an old man named Robert at a community center in Oregon. He'd lost his wife and said his thoughts never stopped: grief, regret, fear of the future. He began a simple ritual, lighting a candle each morning, sitting for 5 minutes and saying softly, just this moment. The flame flickered, his thoughts still came, but one day he realized something. He hadn't drowned in them. They're still there, he told me, but they don't drag me under anymore. That's not magic. That's training the mind to rest like a calm lake instead of a storm. If your thoughts feel too heavy to sit with, try writing them down. Don't overthink. Just pour them onto the page. Sometimes the act of writing is like pulling weeds from the garden of your mind. You clear a little space for something else to grow. After you write, close the notebook and whisper, "Thank you for leaving." Even that small act reminds your brain that you're the gardener, not the weeds. And when you can go outside, nature is one of the oldest teachers of peace. Watch how trees don't hurry, how clouds don't argue, how birds sing even when no one claps. When you stand under the sky, you remember you are part of something bigger than your thoughts. They pass through you like weather, but you remain. Let me tell you a secret. Your mind learns fastest from gentleness. When you scold it, stop thinking, focus. It rebels. But when you smile and say, "It's okay, come back here," it softens. You can be both the student and the teacher. The more kindness you show yourself, the faster peace finds you. So tonight or tomorrow morning or any moment that feels too full, pause. Take one breath in through the nose, one long breath out through the mouth. Let the shoulders fall. Feel gravity holding you, the earth underneath saying, you don't have to carry everything. If this moment feels lighter, even just a little, share it. Someone else is fighting the same battle in their mind right now, wishing for the same quiet. Send them this video or just tell them, hey, maybe you can breathe again. That's how we spread peace, one calm heart at a time. And if you want to keep walking this path together, tap subscribe. We'll keep learning how to make stillness a habit, not a holiday. Because peace isn't far away. It's already inside you, waiting for you to listen. Breathe again. You're doing fine. Maybe, just maybe it's okay. There's a moment in every journey where you realize you don't want to silence your thoughts anymore. You just want to make peace with them. That's where real healing begins. You see, the goal isn't to erase what's inside your head. It's to hold it softly, like a friend who talks too much. You let them speak, you smile, and when they finish, you say, thank you, but I'll take it from here. Maybe tonight you're tired of fighting yourself. The what ifs, the should haves, the why did I do that? They loop like old songs that don't know when to end. But here's the truth. Your mind learned those songs to keep you safe. Worry is a strange kind of love. It's just been doing its job too long. You can thank it and still tell it to rest. That's the beauty of mindfulness. It's not war, it's peace talks. When I was visiting a Zen center in California, a woman named June told me something I never forgot. She said, I used to think meditation was about quieting my mind. Now I think it's about becoming quiet enough to hear what my heart has been saying all along. That's a shift we're all looking for, not fewer thoughts, but more truth underneath them. If you sit with yourself long enough, something gentle starts to happen. The angry voices get softer. The shameful memories start to feel like stories instead of wounds. You realize that behind all the chatter, there's a steady rhythm. Your breath, your heartbeat, your presence. That's the part of you that never left. The one that watched every storm and stayed standing. Next time your thoughts begin to spiral, try this small ritual. Put your hand on your chest. Take a slow breath in. As you exhale, whisper, I'm here. Then again, I'm here. You might feel silly at first, but the body listens. The breath steadies. The mind remembers it has a home to return to. You're not lost. You were just wandering in your own head. And when you start to feel calm again, even for a few seconds, notice it. Let yourself enjoy it. We often rush past peace because it feels too small, too quiet. But peace grows when we pay attention to it. The more you recognize these moments, the more they visit you. It's like feeding a bird that keeps coming back. You don't need to live without thoughts to find peace. You just need to stop treating them like enemies. Every time you let a thought come and go without grabbing it, you're building a friendship with your own mind. And slowly, that friendship starts to change everything. If you're feeling that shift even a little right now, pause before you go. Leave a comment. Tell me one thought you're learning to let pass. It might help someone else who reads it. Hit like if this felt like a breath you needed. And if you'd like to keep growing this gentle practice together, subscribe. We're building something quiet here, a community that breathes, listens, forgives, and keeps showing up. So tonight, as you close your eyes, don't chase peace. Let it come to you. Breathe in, breathe out, and remember, your mind isn't your enemy. It's just been scared for too long. Now, you're teaching it how to rest. And that's where freedom begins. Have you ever noticed that tiny pause between one thought and the next? It's so small, you might miss it. The gap where nothing is rushing, nothing is demanding, nothing is wrong. That small space is peace itself. It's not something you build. It's something you notice. The whole point of this practice, of all the Zen wisdom we've talked about, is to widen that space so you can live there longer, breathe there deeper, and make it your home. Sometimes when you start to find calm, the mind panics. It doesn't know what to do with silence. It says, shouldn't you be worrying, planning, fixing something? But you can smile at that voice. It's like a guard dog that barks at everything unfamiliar, even kindness. You can tell it, thank you for watching over me, but I'm safe now. It'll take time. But the more you return to silence, the more your thoughts will learn to rest beside you instead of chasing you. Here's a story that still stays with me. I once met a man named Harold, a Vietnam veteran who couldn't sleep for decades. His mind never stopped replaying memories, things he couldn't undo. When he first tried meditation, he told me it felt impossible. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw the past. But one day, during a walk in the park, he stopped under a tree and just listened to leaves moving. He said it was the first sound that wasn't a memory. For a full minute, he didn't think. He heard. It wasn't silence, he said. It was stillness. That's the difference. Silence is the absence of noise. Stillness is the presence of peace. You can practice this anywhere. In traffic, in the kitchen, in line at the grocery store. Just notice your breath. Feel your feet touching the ground. Listen to the small sounds around you. The hum of life that's always been there. And when a thought tries to drag you back, whisper, maybe later, come back to the now. The now is always ready to hold you. If you're afraid of losing focus, don't be. You can use simple anchors, the feeling of your breath, the sound of the wind, or even your own heartbeat. Every time your mind drifts, guide it back softly. Like teaching a child to walk. You don't scold, you smile, you try again. That's what makes peace grow. It's okay if some days it feels easier than others. There will be mornings when your mind feels like a calm lake and others when it's a storm. But remember this, both the storm and the calm are made of the same water. Beneath all of it, you are still the lake. That's the truth Buddhism keeps pointing to. You are not your thoughts. You are the space they pass through. Try this before bed tonight. Lie down, close your eyes, and just watch your thoughts float by. Some will be quick, some heavy. Don't chase. Don't hide. Just breathe. Imagine you're lying under a wide, endless sky. The clouds move, but the sky never changes. That's you, the sky, not the storm. If you're still here, breathing, listening, I want you to know something. You're already doing the work. It may not feel dramatic, but every time you choose a gentle breath instead of harsh thought, every time you come back instead of spiraling out, you're building peace. Slowly, quietly, beautifully. So if this message sits softly in your heart, maybe click the like button. Maybe share it with someone who's been carrying too much noise inside. And if you want to keep learning these small steps to piece together, subscribe. Not because you have to, but because sometimes it helps to have someone whisper, "Hey, it's okay. You're not your thoughts. Take one more slow breath now. Feel the pause before the next. That's the door. That's the space you've been looking for. Step into it. Stay a while. You've earned this stillness. There comes a day when you realize peace isn't something you chase outside. It's something you uncover inside. It was never gone, just buried under all the noise. The mind is like a room you've lived in for years, but never really cleaned out. Old worries stacked in corners. Regrets piled up on the shelf. Thoughts scattered like papers on the floor. And one day, you open a window, take a breath, and say, maybe it's time to let some light in. That's what this practice is about, not escaping your thoughts, but clearing enough space to breathe among them. You sit, you breathe, you let one window open at a time. You don't have to fix everything today. Maybe just dust one corner of your mind. Maybe just put one memory down gently instead of replaying it. Small kindnesses to yourself build the strongest peace. Sometimes I think of my grandmother when I talk about this. She used to sit on her porch every morning with her coffee, looking at the sunrise. When I asked her what she was thinking, she said, nothing really. I just like the way the light moves. She didn't call it meditation, but that's exactly what it was. Watching, breathing, letting the moment be enough. She taught me that peace doesn't need rules. It just needs time. You can try the same. Tomorrow morning, before the world starts asking for your attention, sit by a window. Watch how the light shifts. Don't think about yesterday or later. Just this. Light moving, air stirring, your breath soft and steady. That's it. That's mindfulness at its simplest and most honest. If a thought interrupts, I should check my phone. I should be doing something useful. Smile at it. Say, maybe later. Let the moment stay the main character. Over time, the mind learns that stillness isn't punishment. It's home. You'll notice your body soften. You'll notice your heart feel less heavy. That's not coincidence. That's your nervous system learning safety again. You see, it's not about becoming someone new. It's about remembering who you were before the noise, before the rush, before the constant need to be somewhere else. You already have everything you need to feel calm. It's built into you, the breath, the body, the now. All you're really doing is remembering how to come home to it. If you want a simple way to practice this during the day, try one mindful minute. Before opening a message, before taking a sip of water, before answering a call, pause. Just one breath. Feel your feet. Feel the air move. That's your doorway to peace. Open anytime, anywhere. And remember, there's no perfect meditator. Some days your thoughts will roar. Some days they'll whisper. Some days you'll feel nothing at all. Every one of those days counts. The act of sitting down, breathing, trying again, that is the practice. You're already doing it right just by showing up. So if this message has helped you take even one easier breath, hold on to that softness. Maybe give it to someone else. Share this video. Send it to a friend who's been struggling to quiet their mind. You never know who might need the reminder that they, too, can rest inside themselves. And if you'd like to keep this journey going, subscribe. Not for the numbers, but so we can keep building this quiet corner together. A small space online where stillness feels safe again. So before you go, take one last slow breath. Feel the chest rise. Feel it fall. Somewhere inside that rhythm, peace is waiting. It's been there all along whispering. You can rest now. It's okay. At some point, peace stops feeling like something you do and starts feeling like something you allow. You stop trying to manage every thought, every outcome, every feeling. You start trusting that life knows how to move without your constant supervision. That's when you begin to breathe easier. When you learn to let life flow through you instead of holding on to it so tightly. Maybe this morning, your mind woke up before you did. It started listing everything you forgot yesterday, everything that could go wrong today. You didn't ask for that. It just arrived. The trick isn't push it away. It's to let it pass through, like wind moving through an open window. You don't block the breeze. You let it move. Thoughts are like that. The moment you stop gripping them, they stop gripping you. Here's something gentle to try. Whenever a heavy thought comes, imagine it's a leaf floating down a slow river. You watch it approach, you nod, and you let it drift away. Another comes, you do the same. There's no rush to clear the river. You just keep watching. Eventually, you notice the water underneath, calm, reflective, steady. That's your awareness. That's who you are beneath the noise. I remember meeting a widowed man named Frank in Arizona. He used to say his mind was like a broken radio that wouldn't stop playing. Every night, he replayed his wife's last moments, feeling trapped in his own memory. One day, a meditation teacher told him, "You can't turn the radio off, but you can stop dancing to every song." It took months, but slowly, he learned to listen without reacting. He didn't erase the music. He learned to rest between songs. That's what peace really is. When we stop fighting life, we start living it. You'll notice small miracles. The way sunlight slides across your hands, the taste of water after a long day, the silence between two heartbeats. They were always there, waiting for your attention. That's the secret the monks keep repeating. Enlightenment isn't a lightning strike. It's noticing what's already here, again and again, until it feels like home. And maybe that's what you needed to hear today, that you don't have to fix every thought, every feeling, every part of yourself. You can let them move. You can let them breathe. You can let them be. Life isn't asking you to control it. It's asking you to witness it. So next time your mind starts spinning, place a hand over your heart and say, "I'm allowed to rest." Because you are. You've carried enough for too long. You can put it down now. The world won't fall apart if you take one calm breath. In fact, that's often when it starts falling back into place. If this message brings you even a little peace, hold on to that feeling, not as something fragile, but as something living inside you. And if you think someone else might need this reminder, share it. You might be the reason another person finds quiet tonight. And if you'd like to walk this journey together, where we learn week by week how to live a little slower, a little softer, a little freer, subscribe. This channel isn't about perfection. It's about peace. Real, ordinary peace, the kind that meets you where you are and whispers, "You're doing okay." So as this part ends, take one last breath with me. Inhale gently. Exhale slowly. Feel the calm that's always been underneath the chaos. That's not a new you. That's the true you, finally heard. If you've made it this far, maybe you've already noticed something. The mind hasn't stopped talking, but your relationship with it has changed. It's softer now, kinder. You don't rush to believe every thought, and you don't feel the same pull to chase each one. That, my friend, is freedom in its quietest form. You didn't fight your thoughts. You learned to walk beside them, and that changes everything. There's a Zen saying that I love. Before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. Life doesn't suddenly become perfect. Dishes still pile up, people still disappoint you, bills still come. But your way of being in it shifts. You move through life with more breath, more patience, more trust. You're no longer dragged by every story in your head. You begin to live from something deeper, steadier. Maybe this week you'll practice that. When you're washing dishes, feel the warm water on your hands. When you're walking, notice your feet against the ground. When someone speaks to you, listen fully, not to reply, but to understand. This is what it means to live awake. To live here in this moment where peace is always waiting. And please, remember, you don't have to be perfect at this. No one is. Some days, your thoughts will still win. Some nights, the noise will be loud again. That's not failure. That's being human. What matters is that you know the way back. Back to breath, back to awareness, back to yourself. The path isn't a straight line. It's a gentle returning, again and again, like waves meeting the shore. I think of Evelyn, one of my viewers, who wrote to me last year. She said she'd practiced mindfulness for months and still had bad days. Then she said, "But I realized something. Even on the bad days, I come back faster now." That's it. That's progress. Peace doesn't mean never falling. It means remembering how to stand up with grace. Before we close, I want to leave you with one simple thought. You are not your thoughts. You are the sky that holds them, the breath that moves them, the stillness that stays. No matter what your mind says tomorrow, there's a quiet truth inside you that never leaves. That's the home we've been building together. Not somewhere far away, but right here inside your own chest. So take a deep breath with me. In and out. Feel the space around your thoughts. Feel the body relaxing into the present. You made it here, through all the noise, through all the storms. That's something to be proud of. If this journey has brought you a little peace tonight, let's keep walking it together. Tap subscribe and join a growing circle of people who are learning, slowly and honestly, to make peace with their own minds. Leave a comment. Tell me what moment of stillness you found today. And if this message touched you, share it. You might be the calm in someone else's storm. So as this video ends, let's take one last breath together. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Let it go. Let all of it go. You don't need to hold anything anymore. Peace isn't something you chase. It's something you remember. And maybe, just maybe, tonight you found your way home. Maybe you thought the journey would be over by now. That once you learned to breathe, to watch, to let go, peace would simply stay. But the truth is softer than that. Peace comes and goes, just like the tide. The mind will still wander. Life will still surprise you. And you'll still forget sometimes. But that's not failure. That's practice. Every return to calm is a beginning. Every breath is a chance to start again. When you notice the mind racing tomorrow, maybe while driving or folding laundry or waiting for someone who's late, don't scold yourself for losing it. Smile, even if just a little. Whisper, "There I go again," and come back to the breath. That moment, the one where you catch yourself, is where real awareness lives. The pause between reaction and response is sacred space. That's where your peace waits, patiently. There's a woman named Teresa who wrote me a letter last month. She said she'd been meditating for 6 months, and still, her thoughts were wild. "I think I'm doing it wrong," she wrote. I told her something I'll tell you too. There is no wrong way to come home. Even the restless sits, the distracted prayers, the days you forget to breathe, they count. Because peace isn't a reward for getting it right. It's the side effect of showing up anyway. So, if your mind feels messy today, let it. If you're sad, let it move through you. If you're joyful, let it overflow. The secret isn't in controlling your inner weather. It's in realizing you're the sky that holds it all. You can watch a storm without becoming it. You can feel the rain without drowning in it. You can let life move and still stay grounded in something deeper. Maybe you'll forget all of this tomorrow, and that's fine. You'll remember again. That's what this practice is. 1,000 tiny rememberings. Each time you wake up to your breath, you plant another seed of calm. It grows quietly while you live your ordinary days, brushing your teeth, making coffee, care for someone you love. You don't have to see the progress to know it's there. And if there's one thing I hope you take from this entire journey, it's this. Peace doesn't mean silence. It means friendship with your mind, with your body, with this life as it is, even the parts that ache, even the parts you don't understand yet. So let's breathe together one last time tonight. Inhale gently through the nose. Exhale slowly through the mouth. Feel the air move through you in, out, steady kind. That's your proof that life keeps offering you another chance. You don't have to start over from scratch, just from here. If this message met you at the right time, hold on to it. Maybe share it with someone who needs that same reminder that it's never too late to start again. And if you'd like to keep learning how to live slower, softer, and with more grace, subscribe. Every week, we'll keep practicing as our returning to the breath, to awareness, to yourself. Because no matter how far your thoughts wander, no matter how loud life gets, you can always begin again. And maybe tonight, that's exactly what you're doing.